My 24M girlfriend, 26F, fully believes that she is a cat in a human's body. TLDR, GF now thinks she is an Otherkin, a cat in a human's body, and refuses to see anything wrong with the situation. The echo chamber she is now has done nothing but enable her, and I don't know what to do. I know people are going to think I'm either trolling or baiting, but please read before you comment. Plus this post has nothing to do with gender or trans issues, and I am in no way intending to be offensive or anything. So GF and I have been together for nearly 8 months, and she's always been a very quirky and nerdy person, does cosplays, very into anime and roller playing, etc. Nothing too weird. We've been kinda distant lately with everything going on, and me being an essential worker, so haven't seen each other and only talk for half an hour a day. Well, last Tuesday we got to hang out at her place, and she wore cat ears and a belt with a tail the entire time. At first I thought it was either going to be a sex surprise or her testing a new cosplay. But no, she sat me down, asked me if I really do love her, then hit me with a very long monologue that essentially summed up to I'm a cat in a human body. Wish I was joking. I thought I misunderstood, and then believed that maybe it was a weird joke, but she kept being serious about it, and doubling down. I left shortly after because I had a shift at work, and I still believed it was an oddly drawn out joke, nothing more. She ended up texting me with resources to help me understand, which is when I realized that she really is serious. Apparently she believes she is an Otherkin, a person who holds the belief that they are not human. She says she was introduced to this by one of her friends months ago and has since joined discords and communities of others like her. Her friend believes he is a demon trapped in a human body, and she sent me a testimonial that was supposed to be touching, but it's basically just about a dude thinking he is Naruto. I'm not joking. She explained her Otherkin type as being a cat, and now she 100% thinks she is a cat. How did she know she was a cat, you ask? According to her, sleeping a lot, liking the sun, hating water, feeling more comfortable crawling on all fours, and claiming to understand what cats are saying and being able to talk to them through meowing. She has also apparently been distant with nearly everybody we know IRL, as I got multiple messages asking me to let her know to be in touch with them. My head has been spiraling this past week. I keep thinking it's a joke, but no, she is deathly serious about this, and has handed in her 2 weeks resignation at her job because cats don't work. Again, I wish I was joking. I've been limiting my interactions with her ever since, because this is hurting my head a whole lot and I just can't cope. She has also surrounded herself with a large amount of yes men and women who support her 100%, and are enabling this, some even encouraging her to make a Patreon, and make Otherkin content that they would contribute to, which she brought up when I asked her about quitting her job. To make things worse, I can't discuss this with anyone in real life because I know how crazy it sounds, and I know that leaving her is a valid option. But I'm in love with this woman, and now I don't recognize her, and I know that there is something very, very wrong, and I can't reach out to her, and she refuses to hear anything from me unless it is unconditional support. What the duck do I do? Edit. Just got off work and was very surprised with the amount of comments. I honestly just expected a bunch calling me crazy. I'm reading through them now, and I want to say thank you to everybody who took the time out of their day to give me advice. I truly appreciate it. To address some things. Her and I have been friends for 2+ years prior to dating, so that is why I am reluctant to just up and leave. I've read a comment asking if she has a history of mental illness, and not to my knowledge, aside from her being diagnosed with mild social anxiety in high school. I am going to try and reach out to her mom to get her to check up on her, and maybe even visit. They have a good relationship, so maybe that will help. Yesterday was the first time I truly confronted what was going on, as I have been kind of shelving it and just praying and hoping it was some kind of drawn out joke. But now that I've had time to truly ponder it, I think it has been a long time coming. She's been buying a lot of cat memorabilia and a lot of her cosplays are cat related. And when I brought up the possibility of me getting a cat in the near future, she made a joke about being too territorial for a cat, and now that I think about it, well, yeah. I don't know who Demon Man really is. All I know is that he has been part of her virtual D&D group since last year. Also so far no letterbox in the picture. Sorry to disappoint relieve some of you. When I asked her about her plans as a cat other than quitting her job, she had sent me her to-do list which I didn't bother opening or reading until yesterday, because I was too busy wishing all of this was a fever dream. The to-do list includes purchasing a scratch post for her nails, switching to an carnivore diet, and dyeing her hair red because she is a ginger cat. Yup. As much as it hurts, I have no intention to continue to be in a romantic relationship with her, because she will absolutely not hear anything if it's not 100% support. I love her, but I love myself and I don't want to be dragged down to something like this, especially when it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall. I will however try to remain in contact with her just to make sure she's not spiraling towards a mental break. I will visit her today to have a talk and officially break it off, even though she's been refusing to see me unless I am completely on board. I will update if anything interesting happens. Then I will buy a couple of bottles of alcohol and down them in my flat. No judgment. I've really enjoyed the cat puns, and apparently I need to Google who Maureen is. Update. My 24M girlfriend, 26F, fully believes that she is a cat in a human's body. Hello, it's me again, the man from Reddit with the cat girlfriend. Well, ex-girlfriend now. My previous post has made its way to Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. So I figured I'd give one final update before logging out of this account and never coming back. I was supposed to visit my now ex on Friday, but didn't end up doing so until yesterday. I wanted to talk face to face, and to get back some of the stuff I've left behind at her house. The meeting didn't go well. She was very adamant that anything that wasn't full-on support was a personal attack and invalidating to her identity. I've tried to ask questions, some of which she answered, some not. She had intended to move in with me because in her best case scenario, I would truly love her and want to support her in living her truth. And that would include me assuming a sort of caretaker role. She has enough savings to last her a while, since her job was pretty lucrative, but she is now planning on moving in with 3 other people from her Otherkin Discord to get the true support she deserves. Demon dude whose name is apparently Azkaban and another girl and her boyfriend. For a true sense of community. I don't know if that's code for polyamory. I brought up therapy but she got really mad over it, saying she doesn't need it because she is not ill and this is an innate part of her that has been there since childhood. Also, her apartment is now more populated with cat stuff as she has spent nearly €900 over various things, which made me concerned over her new spending habits and how long her savings will last. Objects purchased include a scratch post, a very large pet bed, cat toys, and bowls. That's what I could see in the living room anyways. I left her place with my stuff and then called her mom afterwards. I didn't say anything about the cat ordeal, but told her that her daughter and I broke up and that she fell in with a pretty weird group. And has now quit her job with no warning and no backup plan, and is also intending to move in with 3 other people I've never met or seen. Her mom seemed to take me seriously, and said she's been concerned lately since they've been talking less than usual lately, but she chalked it up to quarantine. I told her that she should really visit her in person, and stay with her for at least a week, and she said she would. I also texted 3 of her friends, and told them that we broke up and that she is going through a very rough patch, and that she needs them to be there for her and that they should contact and call her and try to visit when they can. Didn't tell them anything about her quitting her job and wanting to move in with Mr. Azkaban. Hopefully her mom and friends can do more good than me, and that she'd be willing to listen to them or at least concede some points. Because she was told by her internet friends and supporters that if her partner isn't ready to fully validate and uplift her no questions asked, then I am toxic and abusive. A lot of people might think I'm personally not doing enough, but our relationship was built on mutual trust and respect, and I have been getting none of those things. I'm not interested in this lifestyle and never will be, and I can't force her to get help or go to therapy because at the end of the day, she is a 26-year-old woman. And to add another thing, I don't believe all Otherkin people are this unhinged, but everybody on the Discord server falls into the extreme side of this subculture. Some left their spouses and children. Others stopped taking their meds and some are engaging in very harmful behavior. Obviously 40 plus of them being in the same echo chamber egging each other on will only lead to disastrous results. To address some comments and private messages I've seen calling me a negligent abuser for not knowing about her Discord friends and dismissing her whenever she tried to have a conversation after she came out. And an obvious workaholic for not giving her enough attention during last month. I am a med equipment repair tech. I've barely had enough time to scratch my own head lately. Yes. I wasn't the most available, I'll admit that, but I've always made sure to talk to her at least once a day. When it comes to her friends, I am on good terms with all her IRL ones, but she rarely mentions her online ones except the virtual D&D group members. As for how I handled conversations after her coming out, I was freaked out and in disbelief, and every question I asked was met with hostility as if I was questioning just an everyday totally normal occurrence. Also, if you're telling me you wouldn't exit the conversation and lock your phone after your girlfriend starts talking to you about Godkin, and how her friend is one who is Zeus reincarnated and has 3 different children by 3 different women, then congrats, you're a stronger man than I ever will be. Also, this whole thing is apparently more common than I thought, although not quite to this extreme and usually happens to high school kids. To close it off, I have a fair amount of whiskey on my table and all the people commenting with Maureen references convinced me to watch It's Always Sunny for a good laugh. My friend and her wife invited me to go with them to her dad's cabin next weekend, and in a month or 2 I'll probably get on Tinder. My life sucks right now, but it's not gonna suck forever. That's just how it is sometimes. Peace out and thanks for all the advice. She sounds like she went catch it crazy on you. At least the cat's out of the bag. I had a feeling things wouldn't work out when I saw your first post the other day. It's unfortunate it came to this, but it was possibly inevitable. This is all just one big catastrophe. Why did this make me laugh? LOL, this is a serious topic, dude. I still chuckled at this though. Yes, it was smart to not pursue this relationship.